Welcome back to XFL fan Schweiger's Den. And of course, if you've been covering the XFL playoffs start tomorrow with DC Defenders and Seattle Sea Dragons, and the Houston Roughnecks and the Arlington Renegades will be going at it this weekend. And I've been covering the USFL also, so I have some cool cards here to go through. One from the past and one from the present. And I've been covering the Memphis Showboats. And here is a cool card from the Memphis Showboats. Vic Miner. She was a defensive back for the Memphis Showboats years ago, way a long time ago. He played some really good games for the Memphis Showboats. And of course, we have our new quarterback for the Showboats, Brady White. As most of you guys in the Memphis area will remember Brady White for the Memphis Tigers. Really good quarterback. And I'll be watching the XFL playoffs this weekend. And my Vegas Vipers are not in there, which I'm not happy about that. And I was actually would have liked to seen the Orlando Guardians get in there, but they didn't get in. But I'll still be watching. I'm a fan of the XFL, and I love the USFL also. Goes back almost 40 years. So, and some of those teams that I used to watch back in the USFL, you know, with the New Jersey Generals and Doug Flutie and Herschel Walker, Brian Sipe, Maurice Carthon, Steve Young. I mean, so many other players that I can't even mention or remember some of them, but there were so many good players in that league. Heisman Trophy winners, one heck of a bunch of good, great players on the USFL back then. But I'm going to be watching the playoffs. Hope you guys will be watching the playoffs. I plan on doing a year in review video next week, reviewing a lot of my cards from the season and the XFL season. And what's going to be cool tomorrow in the playoffs is Louis Perez is going to be playing for the Arlington Renegades tomorrow in the playoffs, which I'll be looking forward to seeing him. I hope he goes right on into the championship, because I really like Louis Perez. He's been through all the spring leagues. He's been in the USFL, he's been in the XFL, the spring leagues. And he's been a quarterback who's played well, but just can't seem to break that championship, get into the championship and win a championship. I think he will, though, this time. He has the notoriety. He is that good of a quarterback, so I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I'll be rooting for him. And I hope you guys will be watching the XFL playoffs tomorrow. They will be tomorrow. The semifinals will be tomorrow, guys, and I hope guys will be watching and come back to watch the XFL fan Schweiger's Den next week when I do my year in review. And this is XFL fan Schweiger's Den. Later, guys.